Wiradjuri people of the nation and their elders past, present and emerging. I'm Lucas, I'm one of the Deputy Directors for NARC Australia, and I want to welcome everyone to the event tonight, and also thank RMIT and Adam for their generous support in putting the event together. And to
I was just looking at voice answers.
This is fine.
Okay, so we'll start again. Before we begin, I'd like to pay my respects to the traditional custodians of the land we stand, the Wiradjuri people of the Kulin Nation and their elders past, present and emerging. I'm Lucas, I'm one of the Deputy Directors for NARC Australia, and I wanted to welcome everyone to our end of year event for 2019. I'd firstly like to thank Adam and the team at RMIT for their support with putting this event together. I'm sure it'll be one of many events that we'll have with RMIT in the next few years. I also now wanted to thank our outgoing Victorian State Director Frances, who's leaving us this year to pursue a career in Canberra. She's been a great asset to the team for the past 12 months, and I'm now passing to Frances to say a few words.
Thank you, Lucas. So, hi everyone. For those who don't know me, my name is Frances. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm the outgoing Victorian Director for Alpha Australia. Thank you again, Lucas, for your introduction and for acknowledging that we meet on the stolen land of the Wiradjuri people. Yes, I'm leaving this wonderful team to go to Canberra for a job next year. But the truth is, I probably wouldn't have had the confidence to do so without Alpha Australia. From my first all-pay event last year as a youth student, where I saw real-life peer professionals who I could relate to, inspired me discussing their lived experiences. I was awash with relief from an anxiety I hadn't even known that I had been holding onto for a long time. Seeing these role models sparked for me the belief that I could start my career out and it would be okay. To then, getting to know my mentor Jackie, who has helped me throughout the daunting graduate process, and in particular one of my biggest weaknesses, interviews. Her guidance and support has meant so much. Jackie, thank you. And finally, my experience volunteering, leading and working with this incredible Alpha Australia team has been an immense privilege. I've learned so much about myself, about my LGBTQIA+ community, and the power of confidence in owning your identity. Being your fearless, confident, authentic self at work is a journey, but it's an important one. And Alpha Australia exists to support LGBTQIA+ young people as they're starting their career. We know that being out in the workplace leads to better job satisfaction, mental health, and productivity. Yet we also know that LGBTIQ+ graduates and young professionals under 25 are least likely to be out in their workplaces. And we know that inclusion, visibility, and connection to community are integral to seeing this change. Having the courage to know that be your authentic self-work often takes more than one conversation or one event. But we cannot underestimate the transformational power of a safe community space of inclusion. Nor can we underestimate the power of visible role models sharing their personal stories. Nor can we underestimate the power of mentoring to help support you in that journey. I like to think about for Australia as facilitator of professional relationships. We connect those starting out in their career with more established professionals. Whether through events like tonight, sharing stories online, or through mentoring relationships. We make our community better connected and therefore stronger. This past weekend, the OFA Victoria team had our planning day for next year, and I'm excited to let you know that there is a fantastic 2020. And speaking of, I'm pleased to announce that your Victorian Director for next year is Ezra Dixon. I'm going to give them a chance to briefly introduce themselves now.
Woo! for years I've known all about the work that Afro Australia does ever since having a look at it, and I've been blown away by what I've heard, and so I'm really excited to be contributing to that. At the planning event Sunday, I was blown away by the passion, enthusiasm, and deep knowledge that people in that room and outside that room have for the LGBTIQ people in professional workplaces and what we're doing to drive change in those spaces. And I can't be more happy to be a part of that. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Ezra. So before I finish, I'd like to reflect just for a moment on the year that's just been. Nationally, some of our highlights include our first Mighty Rock float, our first 30 Under 30 Awards, hosted by BCG in Sydney, where we recognised 30 outstanding LGBTIQ+ role models from around the country. Those were all under 30. Congratulations to our Victorian winners, Nebo Zizan, Mama Alto, Margot Fink, and Liam Elphick. And what a year 2019 has been in Victoria for Afro Australia. It's safe to say that this year Afro Australia is at the strongest point it's ever been in this Victorian community. We've held 12 events with over 1,000 attendees, held 6 stalls, and had over 70 participants join our mentoring program since July. This is from a volunteer team of 3 at the start of the year to one which is now 18 people strong. But this is just the beginning. If we've grown this much already this year, just think of what is possible for next year. And of course, this doesn't happen without the support of many, many important people. First off, our mentoring program would not be able to exist in its current form without our partners at Mentor Loop and on the platform, or our critical partner, Baker McKenzie. And our events this year would not have happened without the support of several people and organisations. Excuse me, it's all of us. Jodie and Catherine at Goldman Sachs, Alison, Anna and the team played at Roots, Sarah and Nikki at Pride University, James and Laura at HSF, Rachel and Matt and the team at Woolworths, William Ryan and the team at Central, Cassie and Ivy and the team at Ashers, Ruby from the Northern Valley Network, Mark and Brendan and the team at DXC, Dr. Tanner and our friends at Turing Circle, Topher and the team at Origin, Jess and Andrew and the team at Deloitte, Grace and Archie and our friends at Cleartown, and last but not least, Adam, Brad and the team at RMIT. Thank you all for making our events possible this year. To our official partners, Baker McKenzie, BCG, PwC, Clayton Roots, HAL, American Airlines, JP Morgan, Accenture, CBRE, Deloitte, Ashurst, Mental Loop, Sarasota, Fancy Films, and our 2 newest partners, WSP and RMIT. Thank you all for supporting the work that we do around the country. To our speakers across those events we've had this year, thank you so much for your vulnerability and courage in sharing your stories. There is no such thing as a single queer story, and we are so grateful for having heard from you all. And finally, to our volunteers, thank you for all of your hard work and dedication. We would not be able to exist without any of the groups I just mentioned. So once again, thank you all. I look forward to what we will continue to achieve next year in supporting LGBTIQ+ young people as they start their career. Whether it's joining our mentoring program, helping our events happen, or volunteering your time, there are so many ways to get involved. So to find out more, you can come to myself or one of our volunteers with Rainbow Landings. We're all here tonight because we realise the potential for this Afro Australia community as a vehicle for change. And we're united in a simple yet powerful belief that you should be able to bring your authentic self to work. And with that, I'm incredibly privileged to introduce you to our keynote speaker, Dr. Judy Tang. Woo! So Dr. Judy is a clinical neuropsychologist with more than a decade of career and academic experience. Judy serves as president of the Australian GLBTIQ Multicultural Council and is a passionate advocate for multicultural communities and older adults in our diverse LGBTIQ communities. Judy's efforts were most recently recognised when she was awarded the 2019 Globe LGBTI Victorian Person of the Year. Please join me in welcoming Judy.
Thanks, Francis. Hi, everyone. Francis, I'm sometimes Francis. Sometimes I go to Canberra. Oh, okay. sometimes I go to Canberra, so stay in touch. Alright, so I'll get back to this. Thank you for inviting me. I wasn't too sure what I was going to talk about, and I should have asked, but then I thought I'm out of time. So I was like, no, I'm just going to bring it. Since it's about mentorship and mentoring, I was thinking maybe I could share some of my life lessons around. And also the fact that I'm still a bit shocked by it, but I still, because I didn't get the Globe LGBTI Person of the Year, I thought to share 10 life lessons learned by the LGBTI person for this year anyway. Next year, that's not going to happen anymore. Cool. All right. Thank you. So number one, I grew up always wondering whether there was any problem with me because I felt like I wasn't able to keep friends, and I was wondering whether there was something to do with me and all that. So I've actually come to the point in my life where I've kind of realised, and people have said this before, that friends come for a reason, friends come for a season, and some friends come for a lifetime, and that is totally true. And I hope all of you can remember that. So this is one of the most important lessons that I wish I could have told my younger self if actually protected them really regularly. So friends come and go, and that's okay. Don't believe all those TV shows that talk about how they've been friends. I mean, there are some people that have that, but if you don't have that, that's okay. Thank you. And that's lesson number one. For me, lesson number two is the difference between, thank you, in relationships, I think first comes lust, then comes love. I think that's an important lesson because sometimes a lot of relationships end. I found out that the lust is over, and people then, I have heard a lot of people say the relationships change, and if I could go back in time and share my life lessons is that yes, things have changed, but that's because it's making space for something to come. So that's what I reckon. So lust versus love. Lesson number two. Lesson number three. If long-term relationships is your thing, my partner is here taking my congratulations. But I'm here to speak truth, so I'm here to be vulnerable and speaking truth. If long-term relationships is your thing, please remember to schedule sexy time because it's not going to happen as spontaneously as it used to. Hence the lust turning into loving. And I'm not the only one who's spoken to other friends. We really have to schedule in sexy time. Sorry, shenanigans. We have to try. More importantly, remember to schedule longer sexy time because when you're younger, it's just pushing a couple of buttons and everything just works. But definitely longer time because when you think together long enough, I'll give you one example. You know, it's like my hair now falls in her face and so it tickles her and she's like, oh my god, I can't do this. And then we nap because it's tiring. You know, it's the weekend, we have been working all day and then we wake up and we're like, oh, let's have some snacks. So we have some snacks. So, you know, longer sexy time to actually end up doing some sexy time. I'm an open book, everyone. So, thank you. Next one. I hope you really do remember this is that no one that really matters will judge you. So make mistakes and learn from them, and only let those that truly matter judge you. People will always judge you. I used to always let it get to me, and now I've had to sort of really work through that and think, wait a minute, does this person really matter so much in my life to let them affect me in that way? And again, if I could speak to my younger self, I wish I could have learned that lesson sooner. So people will judge, I'm judged, But if I'm not someone that matters to you in the grand scheme of things, then what doesn't matter? So only that the people that you care about, who will have a more accurate and truer judgment to provide that judgment for you. Eat your snacks with chopsticks, enough said. It is amazing. I only learned this 2 years ago. I actually got freaked out a bit when I thought you were going to read my whole LinkedIn profile, but you said this. So I'm a bit of a gamer, I play computer games. And when you play computer games, you don't want to ruin your keyboard with Cheetos on your fingers, right? So I was like, how am I going to solve this? And I was like, oh my god, I have chopsticks, this is amazing. So do this, I swear it will change your life. And I wish I knew that sooner. Alright, so who you are today is different from who you were yesterday. Same kind of example is how you act in front of your grandmother is totally different on your home and you act in front of your friends, which is perhaps also different to how you might act in front of your boss or an employer. So because people can change easily on a daily, on a moment by moment basis, I think it's important to remember that you need to extend that knowledge to other people as well. And I guess from that lesson comes a invitation to learn to forgive and be more compassionate and understanding of each other. We all make mistakes, but we are changing. Most of us anyway, really are. Moving step by step forward, changing better for the future. And to remember that if you're doing that, there's for no reason that everyone else is doing that. And yet along their path and journey as well. Alright, put some money aside. Your future self will definitely thank you for it. I can remember so many times you guys have like the automatic deduction stuff that it is which I use. Should I come to a product person? I don't do product person. Anyway, so I have a program where it automatically takes money out and puts it to the side. Every now and then you get a rainy day and it's amazing. So I really do recommend start now, even if it's $1 a day or $1 a week, it adds up. So definitely, I feel my younger friends are kind of thinking in the now, which is great, but just putting some money aside, you'll thank me for it later. Now that I'm clearly now. Study sociology. Do you know like the diamond up there? I'm sure a few people know. What's the conspiracy with diamonds? It is all marketing. It's worthless. Diamonds are worthless. They're pretty. I still like them. But I have been fooled. And I would continue to be fooled if I didn't study sociology and look up how people in society change the way we think, and to the point that we think it's like a natural automatic process. It's like, no, this thought has actually come from somewhere. Where did it come from? And is this something that actually is true or a public perception? So study sociology is very, very important. Self-reflect often, because if you don't know yourself, how can you expect other people to know themselves and behave accordingly? I self-reflect all the time. The only caveat is to don't overthink it. What if I should talk about this one? I was going to look up the story behind it. Do you guys know the story about this movie? Sociology is so fun. Okay, so this artist, I'm going to be very vague because I'm not going to details. But this artist apparently is an absolute douche and made the most effective paint, is it? No, the most
He bought the rights to the paint.
Black is Black.
Yeah, he
Okay,
bought
yes.
the rights.
So he bought the rights to the Black is Black and he made it so expensive, or he made it only he could use it. And he had to apply to use the Black is Black. So there's this artist that's going around making like he made the pinkest pink, and he made it free for everyone except for the artist that made the Black is Black. And the artist got so angry about it that they've been fighting about it. So Google the story, it's absolutely hilarious because they also did. The artist has also made a whole bunch of things like pinkest pink, and everyone can use it except for this artist who made the Black is Black and it's being a douche. So yes, self-reflect often. Most importantly, I just turned 38 a couple of weeks ago. but I'm still freaky this year. So I wish I could tell my younger self that that was the case. I think when I was young, I thought that I would have everything figured out by the time I was 24. And when I hit 24, I was like, wow, I know nothing. And I hadn't even learned how to eat snacks with chopsticks yet. So I suspect a lot of people older than me are still figuring stuff out. So if you don't feel like you have all the answers, that's okay. None of us do, and we're still trying to figure stuff out. And that's it. That's my 10 life lessons.
Thank you, Judy and Francis, for sharing your story. I'm sure everyone really appreciated it. We just had a few tokens of appreciation to say thank you. So Judy, that one's for you. Francis, that's for you. So that concludes the formalities for this evening. Everyone grab a drink, have some food, meet some people, and have a great Christmas and New Year. We'll see you in 2020. Thank you.